social media, the news, everybody's been talking about the stabbing of the Ukrainian girl that occurred in Charlotte, North Carolina. First and foremost, I want to give my condolences to the family of this young lady because nobody deserves to go that way. Nobody. And the man that pretty much did it, I want to say that they're seeking the death penalty for his life at this point. But I just wanted to give my thoughts and my take on this whole situation. Everything from the stabbing itself to the lack of concern for society now. I'm seeing more and more people watch individuals in danger, watch individuals take their last breaths as they take out their smartphones and get ready to upload it to TikTok and get ready to upload it to YouTube and not even jump into the situation to help. Somebody could be drowning and people would just watch, just looking, doing nothing, and that's very, very disturbing. And this girl stabbed to death 12 times, I believe. Nobody lent a hand. Nobody did anything. Everyone's just kind of looking. And I've been hearing people make this case. They make this case for they don't want to get stabbed either. Now, I understand. You don't want to get stabbed either. You don't want to die on that day either. But why does it seem like so many people are so cowardice these days to the point where, hey, can't we all just gang up on this individual and stop them from hurting somebody else? This girl could have lived, perhaps, if somebody had jumped in and intervened. She could have lived if somebody had went over to her, perhaps, and to put some compression on those wounds, but nobody did anything. She pretty much just died. Now, the sad thing about this story is that she was a refugee from Ukraine, trying to escape all of the craziness, all of the chaos, coming to the land of the free, the home of the brave, to where opportunity presents itself, and yet she loses her life at the age of 23 years old. The system has failed this young woman. And what I mean by that is that this man who took her life had been locked up numerous times. I'm hearing 14 times. I'm hearing possibly over 20 times, constantly getting released back into society. There are people who are leaving comments saying they feel bad for the girl. They feel bad for him because he suffers from schizophrenia, right? All right, listen. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that mental health issues are not real. I'm not going to pretend like people don't have battles within their minds, that they don't hear voices. I'm not going to act like that doesn't exist. However, right is right, wrong is wrong. Consequences do need to be had. This man's own mother made the suggestion that he needs to be in an institution. He's a danger to society. I mean, how many times does a person have to be an offender before the system jumps in and says, you know what, let's just stop right here before he goes too far. Let's go ahead and get this person the help that he needs before he goes too far. But unfortunately, it always takes something tragic for the system to do something, and now they want to seek the death penalty for him, which I cannot disagree with, honestly. Now, some of you may disagree with that statement. Well, he's mentally challenged. He has mental issues. It's okay. All right. But there were numerous opportunities, numerous chances that the system had to put him in an institution, just like his mother wanted him to be, so that he would not cause any more problems. She knew that my son is probably going to kill somebody one day if he doesn't get the help that he needs. And there's a lot of people out here right now that are doing things, and the signs are there, the writing's on the wall, and people are ignoring it. The system's like, just send him out there. It's just a fluke. Give him another chance. Give him another chance. Give him another chance. And now here we have a 23-year-old young girl, beautiful young lady who has lost her life. It's sad. Everything about this society is sad. Everything. The lack of empathy, the lack of compassion, the lack of justice. I would not be shocked if we just reach this point in the world to where people just say, you know what, screw it. Enough is enough. I'm just going to do what I want to do, and I'm going out there. And that's exactly what they want. They want people to snap. They want people to lose it, because people only are going to take so much injustice before they start trying to take matters into their own hands, before they start becoming vigilantes, getting out here, taking the law into their own hands, because every time we look at the news, there's always something tragic like this. Somebody with mental health issues going on a shooting rampage. Somebody with mental health issues running people over in a park downtown. Somebody with mental health issues stabbing people on the train. It's just mental health issues, they can't help it. I'm like, yes, look, whether they can help it or not, there are people in positions of power that can step in to help get these people the help that they need so they don't do stuff like this. And at some point, people, again, are going to get sick and tired of it. And if it's not issues like that, they're plastering all over the news, cops, killing people, cops, injustice, no justice being had. Anytime a cop is involved with some sort of situation with somebody, like, people are going to get to this point of just being tired. And we're going to see people break. People are going to break. And that's what they want. I saw comments about this story. I saw memes saying things like, hey, if it had been a young black girl and a white guy who stabbed her, Charlotte would have been burning down to the ground. Because you know how those black folks are. They just want to destroy everything. But since it's a little white girl from a whole other country, there's no outrage. Is what I'm seeing on social media. And no. It's not that there's no outrage, because it is outrage, because this is ridiculous, because we're sick and tired of the system failing people to the point of losing their life. There is outrage. Right in the midst of this, there's race baiting. There's race baiting with the Charlie Kirk situation. Like, it's always something that tries to come back, to black and white, tit for tat. There's only one race. Human, the human race, with a whole bunch of nationalities. We all bleed red. We all breathe the same air. And we all just want to live. Now, I don't know about you. I'm pretty sure if you're watching this, you're a pretty decent human being. I'm just a man trying to take care of my family, trying to raise my kids up. I got one that just graduated. I got two more that's about to graduate in a number of years. I'm just trying to make a living for myself. I'm trying to create something for the future generations that are going to come after me. I'm trying to contribute to my community. That's all I want out of life. That's it. I'm not concerned about, all of the craziness that's going on in the world right now. And some of you out there, you're the same way, but it's like, this is what we have to witness. This is what we got to deal with all the time. And people are tired. They're getting tired. So I get to this point where I don't even like to watch the news anymore. I can't stand it. I can't watch it. I can't be on social media because the back and forth, the tit for tat, the race baiting, turning people against one another. Like, yeah, some of y'all don't want to believe this, but there's some sinister, demonic, wicked people in this world that really want us to pin each other against one another. They really do. But we can't give them a pleasure of doing that. You know what I'm saying? if you just so happen to hear about this story, I want to know your thoughts. Like, how do you feel about this situation? Like, do you believe that the system has failed the Ukrainian girl and the gentleman, the guy who committed the murder? Did the system fail them both? Do you feel like mental health is an excuse to not receive punishment for your crimes? I really want to know, how you feel about it, because once again, every single week, there's something different to unpack. There's something different to deal with. And I'm just giving you my thoughts on it. But I would love to hear yours. I got to drink this and I'm going to go get my workout on. You should probably be working out too. Take care of yourselves, folks. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never know what's coming. You have no idea what could possibly be coming. You just want to make sure that you're in the best shape of your life, healthy, to stand against whatever it is we may have to deal with next week. Peace.